Last fall, Bill and I took a trip down to the border, down to Hidalgo County in Texas, just north of the Rio Grande Valley. We were guests of a warm and wonderful group of people who lived in a colonia, and we gathered under the shade of in a warm Texas day in the shade in these people's backyard. I'm from Texas. You can probably tell I love going back there. And in the backyard of these families, we held a community meeting. Our host opened by leading us in that farm worker prayer, that lyrical prayer written by Cesar Chavez, that ends with, "So we can change the world." And then the mothers and fathers started to talk about their children. They started talking about the world, and they said, "We understand what our sons and daughters need. We know they need to graduate from high school and go on to college." These parents absolutely articulated that that is the path for their children for a better life in this country. But one of the mothers told me she had 2 young daughters who'd been attending for several years the local elementary school, the public school there, and even after attending for a number of years, neither of her daughters could speak, nor write, nor read in English. Another mother told me about the slip she just received from the local public elementary school down her road that said, in fact, her school that her children were in was not up to state standards. But this mother in the colonia had no other options for transporting her children to a good school across town. Many of these mothers and fathers talked openly about the worries they had about the economic pressures that drive their children out of schools and they knew into low-wage paying jobs. And even the brightest students, the kids that were making the A's and B's, they lose their motivation to do well in high school if there's absolutely no path for them to go on in college. The group of parents and teachers that I just met with today a couple hours ago, it was the exact same message. They're graduating students from high school and they're getting A's and B's, but if the kids don't see a path through college, where do they go from there? All the mothers and fathers I talk to talk about wanting their kids to go on to college. They all say the same thing. Es un sueño, es un sueño.